I'm Dorothy Godin, broker with Remax Crown Realty here in Sudbury, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you had a great evening last night, and wishing you all the best in the new year. I know I just find the years go by so quickly. Now, I know you think that I'm going to tell you about the stats and the year-to-date stats, but I'm not. I had a quick look at them this morning, and it was a very bizarre December. The volume was about the same as last year. It's what you expect in December. But the really strange thing is if you take December, the average sale price, looking at it last night was like 596, which doesn't make any sense. You know, we can't go from 500 to 596 in 1 month. But you know from our last conversation that we had 11 properties sell over $1 million. And that kind of screws up your average and it makes an unrealistic view of the market. So I need to spend some time with the stats and sort of dissect it. And we'll look at it next week. So what I wanted to talk about this week was, as a seller, when you're selling your house in the winter, there are some things that you could do to help me as a realtor, and also to make the showing go a little bit more pleasant. So we got a lot of snow last week, and I have to tell you, when we're showing houses and the paths are very narrow, we feel like we're on a tightrope, and it's some kind of tightrope experience. And we usually walk 2 by 2, beside each other. So make your path really, really wide. It's good for safety. And then talking about safety, put down your salt and your or your gravel, whatever you use to make your area safe. Make sure your railings are secure. We want to make sure everyone's safe. And if you have a wider path, everyone's going to feel more secure. The worst thing is, trying to navigate through snow to get to the front door. And not just the front door, but make sure we have access to the garage, the side door, the man door to the garage, the sheds. Make sure we have access to everything, and also the deck. Make sure that the deck is cleared off. This is going to show off the features outside and just make us feel really safe. Inside, please keep the heat on, even if you're going away for a couple of days, or if you if you naturally turn your heat down during the day when you're not there, and then turn it up when you get home. That doesn't work when you're trying to sell your house. We do not want to walk into a house and feel cold, because I guarantee you that showing is going to be very, very short. So don't just keep the heat on, keep the house nice and warm. If you have a fireplace, that's awesome. And if you could put the fireplace on, that would be great. Please make sure all the lights are on, if possible, so we don't have to look for the light switches. And also, so if you have an outside light, put that on, because it's very difficult in the dead of winter to see house numbers. And we do have houses for sale that don't have real estate signs. I've had a number of clients who didn't want a sign in their front yard. So having that light on just makes it easier for me to find the house, because it gets really dark so fast. Furnace switches sometimes by accident get turned off because they look like light switches. So if you have all the lights on, there's going to be no chance of somebody accidentally turning your furnace off. But if you have that furnace switch and it looks like it's a light switch, it can happen. People will accidentally turn off your furnace. So please make sure that if you have that kind of switch, put a tape over it, put a note, that this is the furnace switch. And then also, get a mat at the front entrance or wherever we're coming into the house that's big enough for at least 4 people. Because, I have a lot of people, they'll come with their kids, they'll come with their parents. It's not just me and one other person. And so a small mat, it just makes it dangerous. Invariably, I'm going to get water on your floor because we're all trying to squeeze in and get in at the same time, and we have our boots. So get a mat, maybe something with a rubber bottom so that it can absorb some of the water. So these are all like little things, but they're little things that can actually make a big difference when I'm showing your house in the winter months. I hope you find this helpful. Next week we'll break down all the stats. Happy New Year, everyone. As always, you can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705-561-2360. Have a great week.